For more on this, let's bring in CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson joins us now. Nobody better to talk about this than Jessica. So the judge makes this order today, or this possible order. What do you make of it?
I think possible order here is key. And we got to talk about this a little bit before, but I think one of the big takeaways is that this is potentially temporary. So what we have here is a magistrate judge who said, I'm inclined to think that there's some part of the affidavit that could become public. So now I'm putting a greater burden on you, Department of Justice. Basically, you didn't win me over just in the filings, just in the oral arguments this morning, that we're going to err on the side of transparency. And so Department of Justice, come back to me, redact what you need to redact, and then tell me based on every specific redaction why that information cannot become public. Well, I frankly am surprised that this was at least the initial decision. I think we really need to be careful because, one, the Department of Justice may end up redacting an enormous amount, so much that we end up getting virtually no useful information. And two, Scott, as you pointed out earlier today, this is an appealable decision. So either side can appeal this up to the district court, potentially to the Court of Appeals. And so this is basically an interim moment where now the Department of Justice is going to be very busy for a week. I think heavily redacting is my guess, and writing a lengthy memo to explain each and every blackout on that page.
Help walk us through those layers of appeal and walk folks through what's the difference between a magistrate judge and a district judge. This is happening at the federal courthouse in West Palm Beach, but there are different layers even in that courthouse. Help break that down.
So magistrate judges are federal judges, but they are not Article III judges in the sense that they don't have a lifetime appointment. They are appointed, I believe, for 12-year terms. Those terms are typically renewed. And what they do is help take, frankly, the load off of federal district court judges. Those are trial court judges. So they handle a lot of discovery issues. What we're seeing right now is they handle search warrants and affidavits relating to search warrants. They handle some Medicare issues, some ERISA issues. And so this decision is really a gatekeeper type of decision. Now, if either of the parties isn't happy with what this magistrate judge says, it can then be appealed to the trial court judge, the district court judge, and then it could move one level up even to the Court of Appeals. So I know it might sound confusing. You think a district court or a federal judge makes a decision, but these are the magistrate judges, I mean, no disrespect, but are really the judges that help assist the district court judges in their duties.
That being said, based on what you heard today and what you saw today, how might the judge, in this case, this magistrate judge, ultimately rule?
So I still believe that we're not going to see an enormous amount of new information, just because when you listen to the arguments of what's at stake here, it's not just the safety of the witnesses, which is important enough. It's not just an ongoing investigation, which is important enough. It's not just a roadmap to where this investigation is going, but it's also national security issues. And so, again, I wish I could say I predicted this. I didn't. I frankly was surprised because I thought the Department of Justice was going to say national security, and the judge would say, that's enough for me. So in the end, I don't think we're going to end up with a bunch of new information. And let's remember, this isn't just about this case. This is also about, do we want to suddenly open the door so that we are then revealing this information that comes, these affidavits that support the search warrants? We want to create a system where, yes, there's transparency. Yes, the public can obtain information about how the government functions, but we want the government to function. We want witnesses to come forward. We want investigations to be able to continue.
And the issue of precedence is big because, the whole country's watching what happens in this singular case, in this singular motion. Jessica Levinson in Los Angeles, thank you very much.
Thank you.